I need to do my ow now
No.
brown. Okay, fine. Welcome to Our Life in Books, where we talk about our lives, books, and everything in between. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Samantha, and we're cousins.
Yay!
This week, we're talking all about anthologies.
Yay!
But first, what tea are we drinking?
So we are drinking Star's Bravery. It's one of the teas that we blended.
Yes.
And it's inspired by The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. So this one has a psalm melody, cinnamon, apple pieces, maple flavor, and then a bunch of other yummy stuff.
Yeah, we chose
cream
it.
Flavor.
We chose it because it's Star loves breakfast.
Yes.
Foods.
Yep.
It's really good.
It's so good.
I haven't even been thinking. I've just been chugging it.
It smells really good too. Just like the little tea thing when you open it, you can smell the maple.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
It's very good. What are you reading this week?
So I started Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. It's a really, really good fantasy. I saw. Let me look at the Goodreads thing because they pitched it as, Project Runway meets Mulan, which I like that comparison.
It's kind of a weird comparison, but I like it.
Yeah. So in this world, only men can be masters of their craft, and so what's the main character is Maya, Maia,
Mm-hmm.
Maya. So she is in a family of all boys, and her dad's a tailor, and she's learned how to become a tailor. She's really good at sewing and embroidering and all this stuff, but she's a woman, so she can't be a tailor. And she really wants to be tailor to the prince or the emperor, I guess it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so she goes and tries out to be his tailor, but she has to dress as her brother first.
Oh, wow.
And so it's really the first half of the book, or the first, third, is her going through those trials and competing.
Yeah.
So she's got to make all these different outfits and different things with these parameters. So kind of like Project Runway.
Oh, yeah.
But then the other half, she is on a quest, and it's a lot more life-threatening and dire, and it's really good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Careful with the table. I can hear the reverberations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because your audio is actually good.
Whacking the table. Miss Goozy.
And what, aren't you reading something else?
Yeah, so I started that, and then I had to take the boys to a pool party on Sunday. So I brought a physical book with me because I feel a little bit better about that getting wet than I do about my phone getting wet.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is
that
where I'm
makes
reading Spin the Dawn. So I brought along Call It What You Want by Bridget Kemmerer. And this one is a contemporary YA. So it's kind of nice reading those side by side so I don't get worlds mixed up or anything.
Yeah, I get that.
But it's about two teens. Rob, he used to be one of the most popular kids in school. His dad was super rich, and then his dad was caught embezzling money and tried to kill himself.
Oh, wow.
Except he didn't succeed, and so now his dad is just kind of there, and he and his mom have to take care of him. And so everyone knew about this and how his dad lost everyone's money. And, so he's kind of fallen down the social ladder. And then the other main character, Megan, she is one of those girls that, she's an overachiever. She gets good grades, but she cheated on the SAT. And so now she's kind of become a social pariah too. And they kind of come together, and that's where I'm at right now, is they have to do a project together. So they're just kind of thrown together, but they have similar stories. And her sister is also pregnant. Sorry, I'm fiddling again.
You are, and I can hear crackling.
Her older sister's also pregnant, so that's another thing that her family's dealing with right now. Is, trying to decide what to do with the baby because her sister just started her freshman year of college.
Yeah.
So it's a really good. I don't know. It's fun
Seems
to
like
read
a
a fantasy
too.
and then contemporary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they're both very good.
That sounds really
good. What
are
you reading?
Well, I am reading The Babysitter's Coven. I think you got this on NetGalley as well.
Yeah.
Because the cover is so cool. It has a jean jacket with patches on it. It says The Babysitter's Coven. So the little spoiler is Adventures in Babysitting meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer in this funny, action-packed novel about a coven of witchy babysitters who realize their calling to protect the innocent and save the world from an onslaught of evil.
Oh.
So it's like a young adult fantasy, paranormal. And I don't know. I'm excited to read it, especially with fall, and I've just been really into like witchy things.
Yes.
I'm going to read all of the witchy things.
I'm super excited because I'm going to read that next too, and I'm reviewing it for the Nerd Daily.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I can't
just
wait.
It by itself?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you,
I pitched it to her.
Pitched it?
Yep. And she said she wanted me to start working on it. And I'm like, yes, I will, as soon as I get through like 4 other books real quick.
Right, shoot. Oh, and looks like there's a giveaway on Goodreads for it right now, so people should go enter for the print book.
When does that one come out?
That comes out
sometime in September.
Yeah, September 17th? Question mark. Yeah, September 17th.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really excited for that one.
So am I. It sounds really good, and I've already decided that it's fall. I've already started wearing sweaters. I know it's warm out.
How dare you?
I don't care. It's fall.
Summer's not over yet.
I'm gonna perpetually live in fall 365 days out of the year.
No. Did I tell you what I did the other day?
Oh, no.
Because we got the like Oriental trading thing for
yeah.
Halloween. And I was like, oh my God, it's almost Halloween. And then it's going to be Thanksgiving and then Christmas and then tax season. And I was like, oh my God, I have to breathe. But it's still August. Like, calm down.
I just heard Halloween and I'm like, this is Halloween. This is Halloween. I love Halloween so much. I love watching all of the scary shows. And I do too.
I do love that time of year, but I hate that. Like, I love it, but I hate that cascade down into like all the other holidays, and then it's suddenly tax season, and then my life is over.
Yeah,
like
that would suck.
So I love it and I dread it.
Mm-hmm. Good point. So what are the new releases this week and last week? Yeah,
so last week I wanted to talk about this one because we went and saw Brittany Cavallaro at the Epic Reads meetup.
Oh, yeah.
And she had her new book come out called Hello Girls. She wrote it along with Emily Henry. And this one is a retelling of, what are they called? Thelma and Louise?
Oh, yeah. I remember talking about that.
Yeah. So that sounds really good.
Did you watch Thelma and Louise?
No,
Oh my gosh, I was obsessed with it when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, I used to watch all like the old Nick at Night.
Yeah.
So and that wasn't part of it, and I
really.
I didn't know it was old until I got older, and I was like, oh, people my age weren't watching that stuff.
Yeah, I never watched that one. I always watched Three's Company.
Yep, I like Three's Company too.
So Hello Girls came out last week, and then this week The Warehouse by Rob Hart came out, and this is another one that's on my TBR for NetGalley.
Oh, okay.
And it looks so good. Like, it's a sci-fi dystopian thriller. The little blurb about it says, Cloud isn't just a place to work, it's a place to live, and when you're here, you'll never want to leave. So
that sounds really
right. Good. And then the cover looks like a drone with like a cardboard box. So it just sounds really good. And of course, I'm not going to read all the way through the synopsis because I'm going to read it here soon.
Oh, so yeah.
Definitely look that one up, though.
Oh, that sounds really good. So my Kindle Unlimited pick for this week is actually a thriller mystery. I know.
My fave.
It's What You Did by Claire McGowan. The little blurb, is a vicious assault, a devastating accusation. Who should she trust, her husband or her best friend? Yeah, and I read the synopsis and I was like, I want to read this. Basically, they have a reunion of 6 university friends, and Allie is, has a career she wants. She's married to her college boyfriend. And at this reunion, her best friend staggers in the garden and says that her husband attacked her. And she just doesn't know who to believe. Mm-hmm. And then she starts, like, re-examining everything that they went through at their university. And she starts realizing that, like, there's darker, like, memories. And, like, maybe someone's, like, really, she doesn't know who people are. So, I don't know. It sounds really good.
Yeah, it does. Holy cow. Mm-hmm. And I know I saw this one when I was going through my new releases list not too long ago. I was trying to see if maybe it was on Amazon Prime Rating too.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
But I'm not seeing it.
Well, sometimes I think they put them on both sometimes. And sometimes they switch back and forth. So
this
keep
is
an eye out.
This came from Amazon Publishing. So a lot of times Amazon Publishing books are on both.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that sounds so good. Oh my Atlanta.
I just flipped my hair in front of my face. Sorry, guys. I'm really hyper from the tea.
The tea is really getting me lately.
I forgot we were recording for a second. I thought we were just talking. I was like, la la la.
I mean, to be fair, most of the time that's what it feels like.
Right. All right. What's your prime reading recommendation?
Yeah, so I saw this on Prime Reading and I thought it was really interesting, and I thought that a lot of people that listen might enjoy this.
Yeah.
So they have a thing called Amazon Original Stories, and so it's called The One, and it's true stories that stay with you. It says, in sex and love, loneliness and longing, friendship and companionship, sometimes you find the one. Sometimes you chase the one, other times the one just isn't enough. From a roster of best-selling, award-winning, and beloved writers come 7 singularly true stories that remind us there's no one path to the perfect match. So, and they're all short stories, so it kind of fits in with today's theme.
That. Girl, I couldn't find, okay, you guys are going to realize I didn't really know what an anthology was for a while. So I've only read one, and I tried to find a kind of limited one, but I gave up when I saw this one.
So yeah, so it's got, 7? There's 7 of them, and they're short stories, and it even tells you how long it will take you to read.
Oh, that's
so like cool. The first one is only a 23-minute read.
Nice.
And I'm sure you can read them in any order because each of them was written by a different author, and then it's their true story of finding the one.
Yeah.
So I thought it sounded so cute.
It does sound cute. And I don't know, the covers and everything are really adorable. Mm-hmm. Very fitting with each other.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice. What did you get this week in the mail?
You know what? I didn't actually last week. I only got one book. So I didn't even do my regular opening because I was like, I'll just wait for the next week.
Yeah.
But I did want to make a correction from last week. We were talking about Dustin Pages and their pre-order for Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Mm-hmm. And I had said that I pre-ordered the Air Awakens pin on there. That is not true. I got that from Iron and Ink. So I just wanted to make that quick correction.
Way to go. Our first correction.
Well, I'm sure I'm sure there was others we didn't make. But
the other night, thanks guys.
Right, the other night before Raylan's party, I was up in the night dreaming about all the things I was going to forget to do, and this is one of the things that came to me, and I was like, "You were wrong. You have to tell everyone you were wrong," and I couldn't sleep because of it. So
gotta love stress.
Here we are.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
So what about you?
Well, I got another Kozik. I'm so sorry. I need to ask her how she pronounces her name. Another mug. I was missing one. It was close up of the characters in the Great Hall. Mm-hmm. And so I saw she had it on her Etsy, and so I bought it for myself so I could have the full collection. Kurt was like, I was like, oh, I got a mug, and he's like, not another mug, and I was like, no, you don't drink out of this one. He's like, what's the point? I was like, you don't get it. And then I opened it. He's like, didn't you just get a mug like this? And I was like, it's different.
I appreciate that you noticed that they're similar, though, because it's from the same artist. So,
but we don't drink out of them. You just look at them.
They're pretty.
Appreciate them. So I got shamed. I was like, well, guess what? She's probably going to come out with more, and I'm going to buy them. So.
Yeah, no kidding. Her artwork is beautiful, and it needs to be displayed.
I can't believe people drink out of them. They're I can't do that.
Oh my god! Did you see in the Owl Crate group on Facebook? Someone was looking for one because they broke theirs because they use it. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
They live on the edge, and I can't live there. I can't do
it. Because if it breaks, you're never going to get another one.
I know, unless you find someone who's selling them, and they kind of sell for a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a lot of book world news.
Yeah, lots of stuff happening.
Start?
You start, because you've got the first one, and I got to delete mine because I copied you.
Oh, I thought, well, that's ours together. It's a joint one, because we both spend our time on Goodreads a lot.
Right.
Well, it is Science Fiction and Fantasy Week on Goodreads, and we both love science fiction and fantasy.
True story.
So do you want to explain kind of like what, they kind of like do these every so often?
Pretty frequently. Yeah. I don't know, like monthly, maybe they do different themes. Mm-hmm. But so they have different articles. Best Sci-Fi and Fantasy of 2019, Most Anticipated Sci-Fi and Fantasy, Rising Stars of Sci-Fi and Fantasy. So like, debut authors who are, their first work was really great.
Yeah.
And then I don't see. Usually they have an article that's like, if you're just getting started in the genre.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't see that. I see top 50.
Yeah.
Of each genre. So those are probably good places to start.
Yeah. I really like that. Yeah, I just like looking. Well, it looks like at top it says 2 months free Kindle Unlimited. Looks like Google Goodreads and Kindle Unlimited are partnering up, which is kind of neat. Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, that's a fun little thing that everyone can go look at.
Yeah, I'm curious if I've read any of the on the best of 2019 so far.
Where's that at? Oh, best of.
What's that first one? I have a lot of these books.
Hey,
I read The Farm. I read that.
The Farm.
And I also read Middle Game by Shannon McGuire. That was really good. It was so good. Because I read it for NetGalley, I ordered a physical copy.
Cool. I haven't read any of these. I was gonna read. I own The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare, but I haven't read it yet. And
then The Bird King too. I have that for NetGalley. I still have yet to read because I'm terrible and behind.
Welcome to my life.
So yeah, go check out those books and find your next read.
I found our monthly zodiac signs.
Yes.
Only it's not normal. It's not the normal one. It's small, but I thought it looked fun. Which white book crown are you based on your zodiac sign?
Ooh.
I think it's themed off of
it's different ones.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's like Red Queen and 3 dark crowns and 4 dead queens.
Reign of the Fallen, Fury born before she ignites. Furry born. All right, so I'm Fury born.
Furry?
I'll fight you. So mine is the Sun Queen's crown from Fury born. I'm not a furry. Oh my god.
I mean, it's okay if you are.
Fury born. What's wrong with me? What are you? What are you?
So I'm the blood-soaked crown from Red Queen.
Good.
So that's interesting. I wish there was like more information.
I just think it's really. I just thought it was like really fun, and I know where. Like I saw 3 dark crowns, and I was like,
you know what's really bad? This is how much of a nerd I am. I just have to share this with you. So I clicked on this article, and I'm scrolling down, and all I saw was the purple thing that has all the different ones, and I was just looking at the pictures going, oh, these are crowns from Red Queen and I knew what it was just from one picture.
Wow.
Oh my god, what is wrong with I didn't even see that they were listed down below.
Get out.
I have problems.
Well, everyone should go look at that because I think it's really cute. It's on Epic Reads, and you can see what crown you are based on your zodiac sign.
So I feel like this means I need to read Red Queen.
I know, right? And I'm gonna have to read Fury Born. I own
it. I was gonna say I read that when we went to BookCon last year.
I can't remember what I read. That book was trippy. Oh, I stayed up all night. It was weird, but I kept reading it.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Yeah. All right, what's this next thing? I'm curious.
So I can't remember, did you pre-order
Did you delete one of my links?
No, I deleted my link because I linked Goodreads Sci-Fi Fantasy Week. So there's 2 of them in there.
I'm crazy. Oh, it's for next. Never mind.
Good talk. Okay. So, did you pre-order The Cruel Prince and the second one? So the pre-order for both of those were pins.
Oh, no,
an enamel pin. So if you are looking to complete your collection with the 3rd book that's coming out called The Queen of Nothing, there's only one way to get the pre-order gift, and you have to order it from a participating indie bookstore.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's only one bookstore in Iowa that's participating. And so I've got the link to that and the pre-order campaign that explains everything. Well, so the novel kind of explains on their website how this is going to work. And it says if you want to order online, you have to call the bookstore and see if they'll send it to you, or if you have to pick it up. If you have to call in.
What bookstore did you?
So it's called Book Vault, and it's in Oskaloosa.
Oh, hey.
I had no idea there was an indie bookstore in Oskaloosa.
No,
I feel like we need to go there.
Yeah.
We need to have a road trip. It looks really cute because the website for the store has, pictures of the inside, and it's super cute.
Oh, cool.
We definitely need to go visit.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to deliver. You have to go pick it up.
So they have a phone number, but they also have an email. So I was considering emailing them and asking, if I could pre-order.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only way to get the pre-order pin this time.
That's crazy, but it's cool to support.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What a great way for them to,
I like that a lot. Well, speaking of pre-orders, I'll mention that Jennifer L. Armentrout's
yes.
Why I'm blanking. Burning Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
She has multiple. So one you can find on Novel Night, and it's you'll get the little like Kindle or audio. No. I'm just saying Kindle book of the little 0.5.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then if you go to fountainbookstore.com, you can pre-order her book and have it signed, personal to you, a bookmark, and a book-size book bow with Embrace Your Fate.
Pretty.
Right? And I have the little pouch that I got from her other pre-order, so you know.
Oh my goodness.
So you guys should go order it because it's $18.99. I don't think that's too bad.
I was going to say pricing is insanely awesome for that.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So we'll leave the link down below for that too. So go pre-order. Yes. And pre-ordering really helps authors too. I didn't know that. But
yep. It does because it helps show the publisher that people are interested in their book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I definitely pre-order all the authors that
So especially if it's a series, it helps the publisher see that people are interested in the series, so they'll keep letting the author write more.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so exciting.
It is.
I love all the pre-order stuff.
Same.
California is calling me. Important official business, obviously.
Duh.
I had one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Book Riot did an article called Goodreads Hacks. So I thought it was really interesting. I'm going to leave the link in the show notes. You can go check it out and see, which parts you actually think is interesting. But one of the things I like on this is it tells you how to create a DNF shelf, which is a did not finish.
Okay.
Because a lot of times on Goodreads, you don't have a lot of choices. You're currently reading the book, right? And then you either mark it as read or go back to want to read because there's no DNF. So if you DNF a book, it tells you, it goes through how you do that, and you have to create its own special shelf. And so it's got step-by-step for different things like that on here, different hacks for Goodreads. Yeah. So, as someone who uses Goodreads a lot, it's kind of nice to know these little tricks.
On it. That's cool.
And it says, too, that you can look at your reading stats.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like as a, spreadsheet nerd, I think that's really interesting.
Nerd. They're going to be like, wow, you don't read a lot, and then you read a lot. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it says you can view how many books or pages you've read per year, along with new charts showing how many books you've read over time. So, yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
That was really interesting.
Goodreads hacks. For all the nerds.
And then you have a little note here. Don't forget about NetGalley Review-a-thon.
Yes.
How you doing on that?
So, okay, this is how far I've gotten.
Oh, here we go, guys. She's going to get out a spreadsheet. Yep.
No, I did. I made a list. Because I was like, these are all the books that I have read on NetGalley and have not reviewed. Like, I have a serious problem with being like, I have to read this book by this date, and I get it read, and then I don't write my review.
Yeah.
So, that's my project for the next couple weeks, is to write all these reviews.
I've gotten nowhere. So,
Oh my god.
I have a problem with when I tell myself what to do. It's very weird. I'm trying to work on it, guys.
Well, you have until August 30th to join the review-a-thon. Exactly. Obviously, you can continue after that.
Yeah. But... Well, the Babysitter's Covenant is from NetGalley, so that's why I picked to start just going through my NetGalley and just try to just check some off my list.
Hey, yeah, might as well.
All right, this week's topic.
Yes.
Anthology.
Anthologies.
It is the Our Life in Books Reading Challenge, month of August pick.
Yes. So do we want to talk about what an anthology is first?
Sure, go ahead.
So it's a collection of short stories, and normally they have a theme. Sometimes it's all written by one author, and sometimes it's all written by different authors, but they all center around a certain theme. And I think it's a really great way to try out new authors.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Or see what I think of it also as seeing seeing how your favorite authors write different genres.
Yeah.
There we go. Could not spit it out.
The only thing that really like kills me about short stories is some of them I wish they weren't short stories. Like I wish they were full-size books because the story is like I could have dived way more into that and you just don't get it. So it does get a little frustrating, especially if you're reading your favorite author and it's only short stories. But I think they're also a great way to get out of reading slumps.
Yeah, definitely.
You can just you don't have to dedicate yourself to a full book. You can just be like, I'm just going to read these 20 pages and then be done.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
It. So.
You and that bracelet.
I'm so sorry.
I am the audio police today.
You are. I took it off. So I hope you're happy.
I found 2 links to some lists of anthologies. Do you want to get into those first, or do you want to go through the ones that you've liked to read? I've only read one in my life that I know of.
Do you want to talk about the one you've read, and then we'll kind of go through the lists, maybe?
And then go to the...
Well, because I have this list, but I haven't read all of them front to back. Like I've either read... Do you want
to go through that list, or do you want to go through the 2 articles?
Let's go through the articles. That's fine. Let's do that first.
Oh my F. Isn't that what I said? Just kidding.
I was going to tell you to talk about the one that you've read because I feel like one of these articles is going to talk about that one, right? Maybe. It is.
Okay.
It does.
Well, then...
Spoiler alert.
Wow. Okay, so the first one is Epic Reads, 13 young adult anthology and short story collections your shelf will thank you for.
Yay.
I really like the picture of the big book and the tiny books.
I do too. It's so cute.
It is. Okay, so we'll just go through them. Black Enough, Stories of Being Young and Black in America, which sounds so interesting.
I think that just came out last year or this year.
Really?
I can't remember.
It's
pretty recent.
I like the cover. I did not know when it came out.
January. Yep.
Okay. So that's neat. We both haven't read that, but it's good to add it on your list.
Yes.
The second one is Meet Cute. Some people are destined to meet. I saw this one on NetGalley. I was so upset that I didn't get to read it because Jennifer Armentrout? Did I say Jennifer Niven earlier?
No, okay, I think you said Armentrout.
My brain is off.
Yeah, there's a lot of authors on this one.
Yeah. But I saw, I don't know. It looks really good. I think the author's
Danielle
cute.
Clayton. I really love her too.
Nicola Yoon.
Yes.
I'm not.
Emery Lord.
Yep.
That's a pretty big name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
a ton.
And that sounds like it's right up your alley.
Yep. Romance. The next one, 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. Have you heard of that one? I like the cover.
Yes, I have heard of it. I can't remember if I requested it on NetGalley and didn't get accepted.
It has Renee Audier on it.
Yes, and that's exactly why. Her
Melissa
and then
De La Cruz is on it.
I believe Rin Chupeco is in this one too. I could be wrong. I don't see her name.
Oh, it's fantasy to science fiction to contemporary, from romance to tales of revenge. These stories will beguile readers from start to finish.
Yeah, and it's based on folklore and mythology in East and South Asia.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely want to read that one. 4 is Fresh Ink and Anthology, the one I've read.
Yay! Yeah, that one was so good.
Cried and laughed, and it was absolutely amazing. I totally get where you're coming from because some of the stories would just start in the middle of something, but I also got to think it was really cool about this book is that a lot of them were new authors, and so I got to talk to a lot of them on Instagram because I had posted about it, and they were so amazing because some of them it was about like their lives, and it was just they were just such good books. It was definitely like centered around LGBTQ issues, race issues. It was really good. I don't know. Do you have anything to add? I know you read it too.
Yeah, it was so good. It kind of gave you stories, outside of your comfort zone and outside of your experience,
Our experience.
Yeah, exactly. Our experience. Our experiences, middle-class white women, cis white women. So
I just help science. Forget that no one can see us.
So yeah, it was really good. It's just it's a really amazing one to read, and a lot of the stories kind of left you emotional.
Yeah, definitely.
Very emotional.
Out of uncomfortable in a good way.
Yep.
Number 5, Three Sides of a Heart. I've not heard of this one.
I know I have, but geez, it's got a lot of different,
it says,
a lot of well-known authors.
Yeah. It says, what do all these stories have in common? A love triangle. Ooh.
So this one also has Renee Audier, Veronica Roth, Saba Tahir, Brandy Colbert, lots and lots of people. Justina Ireland.
Of big names. So that looks good. 6, Because You Love to Hate, 13 Tales of Villainy.
Yeah.
Why?
Because You Love to Hate Me. Yeah, I do have this book. I pre-ordered this book.
This is you in a book.
Right? Because I had to read it, and of course I haven't got to read it yet. But I feel like
pre-ordered this.
Yeah,
because I go through all your books and I haven't seen it.
I need to pull it off my shelf and just force myself to read stories in between.
Oh wow, Renee Audier, Samantha Shannon, Andrew Smith.
God, and Samantha Shannon is one of my favorite
Marissa Meyer,
authors.
Nicola Yoon. Oh my gosh,
right?
I'm stealing this. And see, like, I want to start liking villains because I like villains in other things, but I don't know why in books I tend to not.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Gryffindor, all right? I can't freaking turn it off. It's so annoying. All right. And that cover is really sick. 7, Don't Call Me Crazy. 33 voices start the conversation about mental health.
So this one was edited by Kelly Jensen, who is one of the, she works for Book Riot.
I know that. I was going to say, how do I know that name?
Yeah, she does the YA podcast and the YA newsletter, and she's basically the YA expert over at Book Riot.
If you've ever struggled with mental health or know someone who has, come on in, turn the pages, and let's get talking. That sounds so good.
Yeah, and of course,
the authors. It's bothering me.
It does down on the side of the cover of the book.
Okay, you know what I mean. I'm blind as crap. I can't see that
either.
Let me see if I can enlarge it.
But this is another one that I requested.
Gemma Correll. She's the artist that does like like the Lazy Cat, like FML. That's her.
Okay. Yeah, this is another that I requested on NetGalley and didn't get.
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
Emery Lord.
Yep. Amy Reed.
Of course, Kelly Jensen writes a story in here. Liba Bray.
Victoria V.E. Schwab.
Yes.
Oh, God. So that sounds really good. Okay. I'm going to spend so much money.
I know, right? And how convenient that they link to Amazon. Almost every single one of them.
8, here we are, Feminism for the Real World.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm going to read all these.
Hey, if you get it on Kindle, it's probably a little less expensive, and maybe they'll have it for unlimited.
I just like, I really am a very big
feminist.
Yeah. And I hate that there's a awful
connotation.
Yeah, connotation around it, but I can't help it. I think that, women are amazing.
Oh my goodness. Wait, is this edited by Kelly? Yeah, this is edited by Kelly Jensen as well. Oh my God,
girl.
Yeah.
Do you ever break? Do you ever take a break? Right. It says, have you ever wanted to be a superhero heroine? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay, join a fandom, create the perfect empowering playlist, understand exactly what it means to be a feminist in the 21st century. You've come to the right place. I love it because I've always wanted to, I guess I can talk about it because I actually am going to start it. I've always wanted to do a blog post about empowering women in our society, people that other women should look up to, and I think a lot of authors and a lot of women that are in charge. I don't know. I just really want to do that kind of on my blog. So I think I'm gonna start with some of the authors that we look up to.
Yeah, I
just think that'd be really fun. I can't really read these names.
So it looks like
Melinda Lowe,
Roxane Gay, Brandy Colbert again.
It's the colors. It's a pretty cover. It's
Matt
hard
Nathanson?
for me to read.
Really? Matt Nathanson is a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, it said songwriters and dancers and stuff.
Awesome.
44 writers, dancers, actors, and artists contribute essays, lists, poems, comics, and illustrations about everything from body positivity to romance to gender identity to intersexuality to the greatest girl friendships in fiction.
Aww. Daniel Jose Older, he writes some YA.
It sounds so good. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to buy all these. Next, number 9. Our Stories, Our Voices. 21 YA authors get real about injustice, empowerment, and growing up female in America.
Heck.
I'm going to read all these. From Amy Reed, Ellen Hopkins, Amber Smith,
Zendaya Menon.
I can never say her name. And more of your favorite YA authors comes an anthology of essays that explore the diverse experience of injustice, empowerment, and growing up a female in America. Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, first of all, I have a little thing. Epic Reads, when you have a link open in a new window. Come on.
Kidding.
I had to get on you the other about that too.
I know. I keep closing out of the window and having to go back into the article.
Same. But that sounds really good too. All right, 10. Rags and Bones, New Twist on Timeless Tales. Oh, okay. Did you? This looks like you.
I've never heard of this, and I need it now.
I was like, did you?
I need it.
Oh my gosh, that looks so cool.
I love the cover.
Written from a 21st century perspective and set within real realms of science fiction, dystopian fiction, fantasy, realistic fiction, these stories are as moving and thought-provoking as their originators. They pay homage to groundbreaking literary achievements of the past while celebrating each author's unique perspective and innovative style.
So some of the authors, Holly Black, Neil Gaiman.
Oh my gosh.
Cami Garcia.
Oh my gosh.
Garth Nix.
How did we not hear about this?
Right?
When did it come out? Does it say?
Well, it doesn't say on the Amazon link.
Who edited it? I have a thing to say. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Tim Pratt and Melissa Marr.
Yeah, that sounds so good.
And it just looks like you, so I was like, you don't have this on?
I know.
Oh,
right?
the next one. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the next one. Geek-tastic Stories from the Nerd Herd.
That's so
My
cute.
people. Oh, I love it.
The cover looks like little Legos or something.
It does. With illustrated.
Oh my God, Holly Black on this one too.
Yeah, look at that. John Green, Cassandra Clare.
Holy cow.
David Leviathan.
Yep. Leva Bray.
Sarah Czar. Scott Westerfield. Okay, yeah, I'm reading this one too.
Dang.
Whether you're a former, current, or future geek, or if you just want to get in touch with your inner geek, Geektastic will help you get your geek on. Okay, yeah, we're both geeks.
Yep.
12, Hungry Hearts, 13 Tales of Food and Love. Oh, man.
So this one came out this year, and I really want to read it.
Okay, the cover is sick.
This one does have, I said Rin Chupeco about that other one, but maybe this is the one I was thinking of, because I know she does write for this one.
Okay.
And also Anna Marie McLemore, we met her.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Where are you seeing these lists of people?
It's on the Amazon link.
Oh, you clicked it. Sorry.
Yeah. And then Zendaya Menon.
Yeah. Told in interconnected short stories, Hungry Hearts explores the many meanings food can take on beyond mere nourishment. It can symbolize love and despair, family and culture, belonging and home. Which I feel like is so, like, just because we just had, like, a Raylan's birthday. Like, I definitely think, like, our family, like, we snack and we talk, and it definitely, like, is a thing that brings us together.
Well, I mean, yeah, because we all have to bring stuff and, like, yeah.
We have to contribute, and we all have to, like, try each other's things, and we all have to, like, we all sit around the kitchen and, like, talk.
Yeah, everyone's house, we always gather in the kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah. We always do. It's so crazy. That sounds so good, too. Okay, we're going to have to get all these. All right, 13. This one sounds like you, too.
Yes.
Slasher Girls and Monster Boys.
This sounds so good. And I know I've heard of this one before, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks
so
scary.
this one has...
V. Bardugo?
Yeah, Jay Kristoff, Marie Lou, Danielle Page.
April Genevieve. Oh, gosh. How do you say her last name? We looked it up. We looked this up.
Tuholke. Something like that.
It's something like that. Sorry. Danielle Page.
Sorry.
Oh, God, that looks really
Kenara
good.
Blake. Yes, yeah. I need this. I really need this.
Ooh, a host of the sharpest young adult authors come together in this collection of terrifying tales and psychological thrillers.
Yes, please.
Each author draws from a mix of literature, film, and television and music to create something new and fresh and unsettling.
I love that.
We're going to have to get all of these.
Right?
The guys are going to kill us.
I just need, like, a bookshelf for anthologies.
I didn't realize how much. I'm so glad we did this episode because I didn't realize how much I needed anthologies in my life. I think this might break my I've been having a book slump. I honestly think these might break it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you need to order a couple of them.
I think I am going to order a couple of them.
Just block off a Sunday afternoon and be like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, and, like, mark. I need to get
Don't
more
talk
of those,
to me
like,
until this stack of books is on this side of me.
I might have to steal some more of those, like, book page marks that I stole from you. Don't you have a ton of those to put in your books?
Book flags? Page flags?
Yeah.
I feel like you can get those anywhere.
Rude.
They have them at Dollar Tree.
Oh my gosh, guys. You need to listen to next week's episode, Tea Chats, because Elizabeth is addicted to Dollar Tree, and we're going to get into it.
I don't go there very often, but when I do.
Girl, literally, the other day, every single thing I said, she's like, got it from the Dollar Tree. And I was like, are you okay? How long have you been at the Dollar Tree?
I went on my day off, okay?
I had a good time. I took myself on a date.
Mind your business.
To the Dollar Tree. Okay, so that was Epic Reads article. And then I saw another one on Book Riot, a little smaller, 6 YA anthologies to look for in 2019. So
I feel like it's going to have some crossover because I know some of the books from the last article came out this year.
Yeah. So Black Enough was the same one, was on the last one. This one looks really good. It was out January 8th. Proud. Stories, poetry, and art of the theme of pride.
Ooh.
And we know some of the authors. Let me look through here. Or I guess we've read some of them before. A stirring, bold, and moving anthology of stories and poetry by top LGBTQ plus YA authors and new talent, giving their unique responses to the broad theme of pride.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, right?
I don't know why I didn't hear about this.
I didn't either, and it looks really good. So I don't know. Hungry Hearts is also on here.
Yep. Oh, they don't have pictures for the
Why
other
don't they have
ones.
the other pictures?
That's
His,
weird.
yeah, isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
All right. His Hideous Heart, 13 of Edgar Allan Poe's most unsettling tales reimagined.
Ooh.
Right? I thought that sounded really good.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. So the original tales are also included, which sounds really cool. Color Outside the Lines. That wasn't one, was it?
Oh, I just lost the article. I hit back and it went to something else.
Right? Oh, I did. Well, I know.
What is happening?
I know. Mine just froze. Okay. Let's see. A YA anthology centered around interracial relationships and the complicated, rewarding, and sometimes hilarious dynamics between friends, family, and first loves.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's out yet because it says fall 2019.
Yeah.
So I thought that sounded really interesting.
Yeah.
Samira Ahmed's wrote in it. L.L. McKinney.
Anne Marie McLemore again.
All of our just killing
Adam
it.
Silvera. Samira Ahmed. Oh my goodness.
Right? We're gonna have to read that one. It's a whole spiel. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a whole spiel will contain contemporary stories with Jewish protagonists who are diverse in sexuality, ability, race, and level of religious observance, written by some incredible Jewish authors writing in the YA field today.
Wow, and that comes out fall too.
Yeah, and one of my friends is actually going through. Okay, guys, you gotta work with me here. I'm not a religious person, She's
conversion?
Jewish. Yes, she's going through conversion and doing things. She's going to classes.
Oh, she's becoming Jewish?
She is Jewish, like, by her heritage, but I don't think that she was ever, like, in the... It's not called a church. Whatever it is.
Temple, I think. Yeah.
But she's... how I found out is that her name is Samantha, and at work, her call of her rabbi got transferred to me. And the blessed lady started talking to me like we knew each other. And so I thought I knew her, so I kept talking, and then she mentioned coming to whatever the class is, and I was like, oh, you've got the wrong Samantha. I was like, I am not Jewish. So bless her, it was really sweet. And then so I kind of I got her little menorah lights for her desk. So I don't know, I just think that it's really cool what she's doing.
Yeah,
because I think her mom is Jewish. I could be wrong, Sammy, let me know. But yeah, so I think Sammy will really like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I like that there's so many diverse anthologies out there that people can relate to that maybe don't read a lot of books that they can relate to.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I like it. So let's go through the thousands of books that you read. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
There are a couple that I want to just be like, I wish I would have read this. And can we also, if they have other authors, say who the authors are and kind of like talk about like what we were doing.
Yeah.
Cool. So I can get more excited.
Yeah. So the first one I want to talk about is called The Language of Thorns.
I own this.
Midnight Tales and Dangerous Magic. And this is by Leigh Bardugo.
Queen.
So these are stories. This is how she described, I remember seeing her describe it this way once, was that these are stories that people in her world that she built for Six of Crows and for the Grishaverse. These are stories that people would have heard when they were kids.
Oh,
like
so
fairy tales of that world, basically.
Oh, that's cool. Her brain is insane.
I know. I just love it so much. So most of these stories I had read before the anthology came out, because some of them were short stories that she had published just as like ebooks. Mm-hmm. And so I had read some of those, but I haven't sat down with the physical book yet and actually read through all of them, just because time and all that.
I just know the book is beautiful.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. It's on my desk.
I feel like I have 2 copies.
We do.
Okay.
Did we get one with one? Okay. And then we got one without.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's just so pretty. And so once you get around to reading like Six of Crows and what's the other one called? The Grisha trilogy. Yes. Mm-hmm. It'll be nice to read these stories just like in between, just to, because it's not going to be a spoiler for anything.
Oh, yeah.
But they're just awesome little fairy tales.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
So I also have on my list Hungry Hearts, because I really want to read that.
I just feel like it's going to be like Sarah's book, where it's going to make me hungry the entire
time. Oh, yeah.
Every single time I get done reading something, I'm like, I'm going to go eat that. And then I'd start reading, I'm like, no, but I want to eat this now.
And then Because You Love to Hate Me, I have that on my list too, because I have the physical copy, but have not read it.
And it literally is you in a book. All right. Okay.
How dare you? I don't think this one was on any of the lists. No. Toil and Trouble.
And that's the one that I got denied for.
So, yeah, I read this on NetGalley. I don't have a physical copy yet, but I need to order myself one because it was really good.
Yeah.
It's called Toil and Trouble, 15 Tales of Women in Witchcraft.
That's me. I'm a witch.
Right? So some of the authors on this one.
Brandy Colbert again?
Yeah, Brandy Colbert. I know. Emery Lord.
Elizabeth May. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So it was another really, really good book. Not all of them are like witches, but...
No, but the cover's also cool.
Yeah.
I'm ready for fall and Halloween. We just talked about this, so I'm going to read it.
Yeah, it was definitely good.
I think it'd be a cool book to have, too. It's really interesting. A lot of these, I want the physical copy because they look sick.
I just want to have it.
Yeah. Collect them all.
So this one, I've only read one of the short stories in. It's called The Paper Menagerie and Other Stories by Ken Liu.
What does that mean?
A menagerie is a collection of animals.
Oh, all right. The zoo menagerie. I'm so sorry. I'll leave.
So the story, The Paper Menagerie, I listened to on LeVar Burton's podcast. He reads that short story.
Okay.
Because have you ever listened to his podcast before? He reads different short stories and fiction. He really kind of sways more towards sci-fi fantasy kind of stories. Mm-hmm. And he read this one, and we listened to it on our way to Thanksgiving one year. And I have to warn you, it will make you cry. So maybe don't listen to it on your way to a family function.
Yeah.
It's so good, though. It's just so heartfelt and lovely. And it makes me, I just want to order the whole collection and read the rest of them, because that one was so good. It's so heartbreaking, though.
Oh.
And then, so I have this one because I've heard so many good things.
It looks familiar.
It's called The Merry Spinster.
It's familiar. It's sitting on the desk. Okay.
The Merry Spinster, Tales of Everyday Horror by Mallory Ortberg. Oh. So I think from what I remember, this is like, she takes classic fairy tales and spins them, and it's horror stories.
So it's one author. Got it.
Yes. And, I've heard too that a lot of the stories involve body horror. So if that's not something that you can get behind, maybe skip that one.
What is body horror?
I mean, kind of what it sounds like.
I have no idea. To be really honest, I'm not joking.
Like,
give me an example.
Like body alterations and stuff.
Like murderers chopping off your arms or
no.
something?
Oh my God.
I hate how serious I am right now. People are probably like, come on, say it that
Murderers chopping off your arm.
Choppy.
So it says body horror or biological horror is a subgenre of horror that initially showcases graphic or psychologically disturbing violations of the human body.
Like chopping?
So these violations may manifest through aberrant sex, mutations, mutilation, zombification, gratuitous violence, disease,
okay, I'm not reading
blah.
that. No.
So
that's definitely up your alley. Not up mine. That's probably why I didn't know what that meant.
You make it sound like I'm some psycho.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, good. So anyway, I've heard so many good things.
I'm learning so much.
It's really thin. Yeah. So I feel like I could get through this pretty quick. Maybe I'll save it for, October.
I definitely think you should save it for October. We should have we should just read scary books in October because I'm down. I'm
pretty sure our October reading challenge is horror, so.
Oh, getting better with the scary.
Okay.
I wish people could see the arm actions I do. Because they're weird.
Oh my god. So another one that I have, and I've only read some of them. Summer Days and Summer Nights. 12 stories, edited by Stephanie Perkins. So this one's got quite a few authors that you may know. It's got Leigh Bardugo, Cassandra Clare, like you said, Brandi Colbert,
Veronica Roth.
Yeah. So tons of authors.
I'll read that. This
is not okay. Anyway, so there's this one. It's got 12 stories, and it's really nice to read in the summertime. And then there's a companion novel or a sister novel to it for the wintertime, and it's called. I
saw this one. Did you get this one?
Yes, I have both. I've read most of the stories, but not all of them. This one's called My True Love Gave to Me, 12 Holiday Stories. Aww. And so it's not just Christmas, it's New Year's and Hanukkah.
So it's the winter holidays.
Yeah. So this has got Holly Black, Allie Carter, David
Jenny
Leviathan, Jenny Actually, this is the first Jenny Han I ever read. Yeah, because I read this way before I ever read.
I made a face at her. Gail Foreman.
Lainey Taylor. What is it called? I always forget what it's called. I want to say
The Boys I Loved Before.
Yeah, I want to say P.S. I Still Like You, but that's the second book.
One. Big fan. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, yeah. So tons of authors, cool. And they're really great to read.
We always complain about holiday, there's no holiday books. So this one would be a good one.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yas. Let's see. Do I have any more?
Rainbow Rowell.
Rowell. Yeah.
Rowell. I don't know. Cool. I think that's it. Are we at the end?
That's all of them. I know I've just got random ones in my house that I just buy because I go through a list and see all these anthologies. I'm like, I need it.
I'm going to buy all of them. I'm so excited.
And then I don't
R.I.P.
get around to reading them.
I'm so excited. I'm seriously going to go buy some.
Do you know, which one do you want to pick up the most? Which are you most excited about?
How dare you?
I know.
What are you most excited about? I just started fighting with you. I'm like, what? Well, at the beginning, I want to say it was Meet Cute.
Yeah.
But now... Oh God, I want to buy Fresh Ink. I'm thinking that I really want to do either Don't Call Me Crazy, or Here We Are, the feminist one, or the geek one. Okay, I'm just gonna start listing them all. I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna probably buy 5 of them because I kind of want to do Slasher Girls and Monster Boys too.
Yes, I really want to read that one. I kind of feel like I should pick up the ones that I have, but I'm going to save this one for October.
I'm saving...
Mary Spencer.
Okay, so maybe we should save the Slasher Girls and Boys, and I need to save Toil and Trouble. Did you read all those? Toil and Trouble?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll save those 2 for Halloween. So
I really want to get Hungry Hearts.
And you should get it. And I want to get the 13 Tales of Villainy, and you need to too.
I have it.
Oh. Wow. I am going to get Meet Cute, though, because I did really want to read those, and those are... right up my alley.
Yeah.
Well, you guys should let us know if we missed any really good anthologies that you think that we would really enjoy. Any of your favorites? Yeah. Or if you've learned, hopefully that this has inspired you to pick some up because it's definitely inspired us.
Oh my gosh. That's all I want to do now is go read short stories.
Exactly. And so if you're ever in a reading slump like I am, or you just need something different.
Between books, I think it's really nice too, is just to read a short story or two, just to kind of cleanse your palate and get ready for your next read.
I also think this would be really good to take if you're going on a quick family trip or something, because then you won't, I find sometimes when I'm going places and I'm reading a book, I keep getting interrupted, but these are short stories. You can you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you can probably fit in a full story, before everyone wakes up.
Exactly. And then you're not feeling like you want to go back to it. Because I tend to do that. I wish I was reading. Well, then you can be in the moment, but you can also get your fix of reading.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
All right, well, we better get going. We've got more tea to drink and books to read. Our social medias are all down below, as well as all the links that we talked about in the podcast. Please rate and review the podcast. Yes, it really helps if you have Apple Podcast. Give us a 5-star rating and put a little comment below. Maybe what anthology is your favorite.
Yeah, your favorite book.
Favorite author.
Your favorite episode of the show.
Yeah, anything.
Whatever you want to tell us.
And if you want to get more personal with us over on Patreon,
that was weird.
That was really rude. Our podcast popped. We have a Patreon. We have a bunch of things over there, a bunch of perks that you can get if you join us. Whether it's bloopers, whether it's extra episodes of our after hours, stickers, just kind of like pictures and funny videos and stuff from our lives that maybe we're too embarrassed to post on social media, but our friends can come see them. Well, do you have anything else to add?
I think you covered everything.
Woo! All right.
Check it out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys there. All right, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.